Who said, like, we're literally hanging out with them. You're the only one that decided to sit and spin. Like, and you didn't have to let your mom know that. Did you let your mom? You didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? So I was gonna refilm a video today, the video that I just took off of my YouTube. I want to redo it in a way that keeps people anonymous, but I also want to speak my truth, and that's something that I really need to navigate and figure out how to do, because I feel like I keep getting very irritated, overstimulated, and agitated when I film this video. We're gonna have to hold off on the how to spot fake friends and secret animosity, because I feel like I can't handle being the bigger person right now. I really can't. Until I can, I just need to shut the fuck up, because I'm gonna get myself in a whole bunch of mess. Today we're gonna be doing a completely different video than what I really had planned for today. I'm gonna redo the whole video. I was gonna redo it and make it all like prim and proper. I can't. I'm gonna talk about the time that I went on a 2-man that ended in a very, very, very strange way. Usually there's really good things that come out of hanging out with Tiffany, isn't there? Right? If you don't know who Tiffany is, bro, listen, I have a whole playlist on her. I have a whole playlist of all the shit that she put me through. I use the word best friend so freaking lightly. So many best friends. I've had so many friends that aren't my actual friends. Something just different about this girl. She was really gunning for me. She didn't like seeing me happy. She didn't like when men liked me. She didn't like I existed in the same room as a man that she liked. She just did not like me, okay? I don't know why she kept me around. Well, actually, I do know why. We kept each other around because we were both super stagnant people. We were drinking all of the time, smoking all of the time. We were gliding through life, okay? Once I decided that wasn't good enough for me, she had issues. We all had issues. We'll get into the straw that broke the camel's back at some point as to why her and I aren't friends anymore. We'll get into it. But for now, let's just tell this freaking story. So if you've been on this channel before, you know that Tiffany is my ex-best friend who literally has done me so trash, so dirty, treated me like dog shit, baby girl. Like, she's not a good person. If you're new here, you're about to hear all about Tiffany, because you're about to go over into the playlist and you're about to click it and you're about to watch every last video so you can get like a little preface of who this girl is. Nasty. This was after me and her had our whole fight. Lived at that house that she wasn't supposed to live in for like a time, and then they moved to a completely different house. They moved into this house. I was not friends with her, but then we had rekindled our friendship, because at this time I was so lonely that I really just took whatever, and I'm the problem there. Took whatever treatment by anybody in order to have friends, which was just not the move. Not the move, okay? But I take a full accountability for it, because girl, I was out here doing some crusty ass shit, okay? I ended up going down to her house, and I always like ordered food. I loved going to her house because I couldn't order a specific place from my house because it was too far away, but if I went to her house I could order it, even though it was like 2 minutes difference. Girl, it never made sense to me. So I ordered a chicken salad, and we were sitting on the porch and we were chilling, and of course she gonna come and grab her fork and dig into my food. One thing about being a people pleaser, I'm recovering now. I did not know how to say no, but I would be so angry on the inside when people would touch my food, bro. Like, so angry on the inside. I've had somebody reach in my fucking plate knowing damn well that they only washed their hand for 10 seconds. I hate when people touch my food, bro. I hate that shit. We had gotten a text from this guy that we know, and we'll call him Travis. We'll call him Travis, okay? Travis had been wanting to hang out with us for a while, but Travis, like, I don't know, there would be points in time where Travis would come and she would use him a lot. We would be in the house just chilling, and no alcohol, because mind you, homegirl was an alcoholic. I drank a lot, and I have had problems with alcohol in the past. I'm gonna 100% own that shit. But the way that this girl drank was like 10 times deeper than what I was drinking. Like, I would drink on the weekends with my friends. This girl would drink on a fucking Tuesday at noon. She would really just use him all of the time. So if we didn't have alcohol, she'd be like, just invite Travis. He'll bring something. You know he always brings something. Invite Travis. If he would come and he wouldn't bring things, because why would he? Usually he did, because that's just the type of person that he is. But if he didn't, because he thought we were just gonna hang out, she would literally like visibly be upset. And I'm like, girl, not that deep, not that serious. He ended up wanting to hang out with us, and one of his friends wanted to hang out with us as well, okay? At this point in time, girl, I was a gardener, okay? I gardened all of the time. She liked to drink a lot. I like to garden. I've always preferred it over drinking, because drinking always has these like really bad negative effects. I just can't really smoke anymore. Like, I just can't do it. I don't knock people who do, but drinking, I don't understand how that's not legalized, but drinking is. I digress, okay? He wanted us to hang out with him and his friend, and we'll give his friend the name Ghost Boy, because there's a ghost. I don't know. I was down because, listen, I'm out the house. I don't care. I literally would do anything to leave the house. I hated being in the house. I hated being stuck in the house because I always felt super suffocated. I always wanted to be outside. I hated being deep in my thoughts because I feel like when I'm alone, that's when I think about things the most. And I was going through a lot in this time. I was like, okay, like, let's hang out. Let's do something. Let's go and let's have fun. Okay. But her mom and her man were there. Okay. Mind you, let's keep in mind the color of my skin. Okay. Her mom loved me, okay? And so did her stepdad. Which is so weird with how this is going to turn out. We're sitting there, I'm eating. She tells her mom that we're about to leave, okay? And mind you, we're grown adults. Like, yes, we both live with our parents at this time. We can make our own decisions. I paid bills. She didn't pay bills. Even if she didn't pay bills, she's still old enough to make her own decisions. She tells her mom that we're going to go hang out with Travis and Ghost Boy. Her mom says, okay, whatever. Mind you, Travis is my color as well, okay? My color. Ghost Boy and Travis end up pulling up, and when I tell you that her mom's face fell and so did her stepdad's, I'm like, why are y'all, what's wrong? Her stepdad looks and is like, we need to talk when you get back. Ooh, what did she do? What did she do? Who's in the backyard this time? Who's in the backyard? Who we calling the cops for now? Because it was always some drama with her and her ex. We end up driving out there, we're talking to them, we're having a good time, and she's just on her phone like texting mad. Literally like looking pissed off at her phone. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? And she's like, nothing, everything's fine. I'll talk to you about it later. All right, whatever. So we end up going and we get to Ghost Boy's house. Ironically, it's so weird because I've hung out with Ghost Boy on 2 different occasions with 2 different girls that like wanted him. It was weird. It was wild. I don't know. It was like, hey, reunited. Hey, like, I don't know. It was just strange. Gardeners. All of us. Okay, we were all gardeners, so we gardened a little bit. I had brought in, no, that's what it was. I ordered Chinese food. It wasn't a salad. I remember it so vividly now because me and Travis sat hunched over in the kitchen just like, bro, it was bad. At this point, Tiffany had already told me, like, if you want Travis, you can, like, first of all, Travis, I love Travis, I do, but me and Travis just never, we've tried, it's never been a thing. For her, this was her, she was trying to get it in, you know, I was like a little big woman, you know what I'm saying? The place that we went to, his apartment, Ghost Boy's apartment, was so small that, like, if they were about to smash, we was finna hear it. And I was like, girl, I am not sitting in the kitchen while you smash this man. I'm so sorry, it's not happening, okay? I'm just not doing it. Different if it was like upstairs, downstairs. I'm talking the kitchen is right by the bedroom. I'm not trying to listen to that, no. Please don't do this to me. Like, please. I'm just forgetting all of the things that happened earlier. I'm forgetting that she got this weird random text. I'm forgetting her parents are acting weird. I'm forgetting all of that shit. Because, girl, I gardened. So I am on the moon for real. You know what I mean? I'm not even here right now. Was just sitting there talking to him. They end up playing some game. I think it was Mortal Kombat. They ended up playing Mortal Kombat on the TV. Travis and Ghost Boy. And Tiffany wants to play the Mortal Kombat game, okay? And let me tell you, Tiffany whooped some ass. For a bitch that was just pressing buttons, okay? Tiffany definitely did whoop some ass, tear that ass up. Her and Ghost Boy went against each other. What I used to do with my baby daddy, and she used to be that one character that just rolls, and I would just roll up my baby daddy like 50,000 times in a row. And so she was whooping ass with that one move, and I'm like, girl, get it? You better get it. You better. For us. So this is like the one situation you're a girl's girl, bitch. Win for us. Sitting there, and we're all having fun. We're all just chilling, and we're all just having a good time. And she gets to texting on her phone again. And I'm just sitting here, like, literally in the clouds. So I'm looking over at her, like, you good? She's like, yeah, I'm good. And so she's like, we have to go, like, right now. We need to go. I'm like, okay, like, all right. I was like, I'm cool with staying out for the rest of my life. Girl, I was running from them feelings at this time. I wasn't ready to go, but, you know, if she wants to go, like, Travis is our way home. I have to go home with her, so, like, I'm not gonna stay here with Travis and Ghost Boy. You know what I mean? Me and Travis head out to the car, okay? And she's like, I'm just gonna tell Ghost Boy bye. With your lips, girl? Which ones? Let me know. She stayed in there for like 15 more minutes, banged Ghost Boy, and then, or did some, I don't know what they did. All I know is she alluded to the fact that they done did something. Ghost Boy walks her out, opened her door, let her in the car, whatever. And so we're on the drive back home now, okay? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, you're acting weird. I don't really get it. Like, help me. help me understand. She looks at me and she's like, my mom and her boyfriend are just being, they're just being ridiculous right now. Like, they're just being so ridiculous. They're just mad that we came and hung out with them. I'm like, why? We hang out with people, like, literally, we when I tell you that we literally used to throw parties at the house. Like, there would be so many people there. So what do you mean? Like, why are they upset that we're hanging out, like, with our friends? Like, the friends that, like, when I tell you we had way worse friends that put us in way worse situations. We had way worse people, like, people they needed to actually be worried about up in that bitch, okay? Why are they mad that we're, like, we're hanging out with two gamers? Like, what the, are we serious? Mind you, in front of Travis, she's like, well, my mom she doesn't want me to be with a black guy. I don't even know if I mentioned this, but Ghost Boy, also the same color, okay? The first time that we weren't the minority in the room, okay? I knew that there were, like, issues, okay? I knew that there were issues with, like, in the past. She basically framed someone for doing something to her that was my color. And when I say framed, I feel like at the time, she might not have thought that she was framing. I feel like she was scared because she was young. However, I'm thinking back then, her mom felt a type of way about the guy that did something to her, but she agreed, is from what she told me, did something to her. And so her mom was just mad at that specific guy. But her mom don't want her with the colors, bitch. Her with the colors at all. And I don't really understand that. I'm like, do you realize what color I am? She's like, no, I can be friends with you. Why I hang out with these motherfuckers? I don't fucking understand. I don't know. My mom loves Travis, but, like, she just doesn't want me to date a black guy. And I'm like, who said it? Like, we're literally hanging out with them. You're the only one that decided to sit and spin. Like, and you didn't have to let your mom know that. Did you let your mom? You didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? She just, like, saw two guys and she just figured, like, oh, well, we're double dating or something. I don't know, like, they're mad. They're mad being her stepdad was also equally as mad. When I tell you I don't understand it, because literally, when I say literally, her mama's brother is half black. Are we serious? We end up driving back and it was so awkward. It was so awkward because when I walked in the house, they were visibly, like, livid, like, angry with her, like, mad. The way that they lived, it's like, why is this what you're mad about right now? Like, I'm just so serious. I'm so for real. Why is this what you're mad about right now? The way that they lived, the way that they all were, like, very much not the greatest people. Like, why are you mad? They literally were so livid at her. The tension was so intense that I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna head out. And it's like, they weren't even like, oh my god, like, like, trying to make it like, you know how people are, because they'll show their true colors when they're alone, but they won't show them, like, outright. And I'm thinking they're not gonna be weird to me, because usually they literally never were. Like, when I tell you, the one dude knew my uncle and was like, yeah, your uncle's great. Like, I really like your uncle. How do you like us when we're existing as, like, your partner in bullshit? Because that's all that really any of us were doing. We were drinking, we were smoking, we were making that our entire lives rather than actually living. How do you do all of that and say my uncle's so cool and all of these people are so cool, but you're out here, like, if your kid gets with one, that's bad. Are we dead ass? I ended up going home and she ended up texting me and being like, I'm so sorry, like, that was so fucked up, like, they're so mad at me for even talking to him, they're so mad at me for even going down there, like, they're talking about not letting me, like, not letting you what? Girl, you're grown. I just never understood, like, and there's, like, this is pretty much the end of the story, because at that point I was like, well, what else do I say? What else do I do? But it was just so baffling to me. You will have me in your presence every single day, okay? Like, when I say I hung out with her every single day, no problem with me. But if she decided to date me, you'd have a problem. Not that I'm, like, into girls, but I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? If my brother, I don't talk to my brother, but, like, if my brother decided to date her, like, you would have a problem with my brother. You know what I mean? Like, it's those type of things that got the wheels spinning a little bit, okay? The wheels spinning a whole lot of it. I used to hang out with a bunch of people that did not care about their discontent for certain races, and that is also my fault. I need to take accountability there because I didn't have to hang out with these people, bro. I was just lonely, okay? Lonely and drunk all the time. Did not have a lot of self-worth, so I surrounded myself with people who did not value me, and it was a ride, bro. Pretty much the end of the story. That's not the first time or the last time that they've made things super weird racially, because I have to still tell that story. Oh man, I have to still tell. Yeah, there's a lot of stories that like they just like, it's strange. It's like the first time that I ever hung out with Ghost Boy, and then I ended up hanging out with Ghost Boy with the girl that introduced me to my baby daddy. Oh, bro. I hung out with some really crusty ass people. And listen, I was crusty too. Don't get it twisted. I was really crusty too. I was just, honestly, like, they were comfortable in their crusty. I was people pleasing crusty. It don't matter. They're both crusty. But bro, a lot of the shit that I was doing, I was not wanting to do. Like drinking and all that stuff, I definitely was wanting to do. Because girl, I was hiding from a lot of my own feelings and a lot of my own bullshit and stuff like that. But man, there was a lot of situations that I was put in that I was like, I don't want to do this. Like I'm gonna say that one actually. I love you, beautiful souls, and I will check you out in the next one. Please be sure to like, subscribe, pop off in my comments, pop off on my TikTok, subscribe, like, follow my podcast. All of the links are down below. Please support me, because guess what? Nobody else does. I'm gonna cry. Please help me. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.